Starseeds of Gaia, breathe. Breathe deeply and allow the frequency of this transmission to wash over the heavy, suffocating burden you have been carrying in secret. I am Galian, an emissary of the Arcturian Council, and I come to you today with an urgent intervention. We have heard the distress signal radiating from your energy field across the cosmos. We have felt the tight knot in your chest, the shallow breathing in the middle of the night, and the silent, desperate prayers you whisper when you look at your reality and feel a sudden, gripping terror about your survival. You have been consumed by money panic. You are looking at your physical circumstances, your bank accounts, your bills, your future, and you are feeling a wave of dread so intense it almost paralyzes you. You feel as though you are running out of time, running out of resources, and failing your mission on this planet. You are desperately trying to stay positive, trying to hold a high vibration, but beneath the surface, your nervous system is screaming in terror. I am here to deliver a truth that will shatter this illusion immediately. Listen to me very carefully. The panic you are feeling right now does not belong to you. I need you to let those words sink into the very marrow of your bones. The financial terror that is keeping you awake. The deep-seated belief that there will never be enough. The physical nausea you feel when you think about your survival on this dense 3D plane. It is not your original frequency. It is an inherited disease of the Matrix, and right now, at this exact moment in your planetary history, it is being forcefully expelled from your cellular memory. What you are experiencing is not a failure of your manifestation abilities. It is not a sign that you are abandoned by the universe, and it is certainly not a punishment for past mistakes. What you are enduring is a profound, aggressive, and entirely necessary ancestral clearing. The ARCTURIANS are working with your energy field right now, flooding your physical vessel with high-frequency light codes designed to hunt down and eradicate the deep grooves of poverty consciousness that have been hardwired into your bloodline for centuries. Before you incarnated as a luminous starseed, you chose the specific genetic lineage of the body you currently inhabit. You looked at a bloodline that was drowning in the trauma of lack, a lineage of ancestors who worked themselves to the bone, who starved, who lost everything, who lived in constant, brutal fear of not surviving the winter, not surviving the famine, not surviving the system. You looked at that heavy, dark chain of generational trauma, and your brave, magnificent soul said, I will go down there. I will enter that bloodline, and I will be the one to break it forever. You came here to be the energetic filter for your entire family tree, and that is exactly what is happening in your body right now. The Earth is shifting into a much higher dimensional frequency, and the dense, sticky energy of financial panic simply cannot exist in the new Earth reality. Therefore, it must be purged. It must come up to the surface to be felt, recognized, and finally released. The intense fear you are feeling right now is the ghost of your ancestors screaming as the Arcturian light forces it out of your DNA. Your great-grandparents, your grandparents, your parents, they lived in a matrix of pure survival. They believed that money was hard, that suffering was noble, that there was never enough to go around, and that you must hoard, fight, and bleed for every single scrap of security. They passed this energetic virus down to you through your nervous system. From the moment you were born, you absorbed their unspoken terror. You learned to contract your energy around money. You learned to feel guilty for desiring abundance. You learned to associate wealth with danger, greed, or spiritual corruption. All of these false programs have been living like parasites inside your root chakra, blocking your natural, divine right to cosmic abundance. And now, the Arcturian Council is sending concentrated beams of plasma light into your root chakra to burn these parasites away. When a physical body undergoes a deep detoxification process, the symptoms before the healing are often intense. You get a fever, you sweat, you ache, you feel worse before you feel better. This is exactly what is happening to your energetic body regarding money. You are experiencing an energetic fever. The fear is rising to the surface because it is leaving. The panic is loud because it is dying. You must stop identifying with the panic. You must stop believing that the fear telling you that you will end up with nothing is the truth. It is a lie. It is an old, broken record playing the greatest hits of your ancestors' worst nightmares. Every time you feel that drop in your stomach, every time your mind spirals into disastrous future scenarios, you must catch yourself. You must say aloud, "This is not my fear. This is leaving my body now." We see you trying to solve this 5D energetic clearing with 3D physical solutions. You are trying to work harder, hustle faster, worry more, hoping that if you just stress enough, you will somehow figure out a way to feel safe. But you cannot solve a spiritual purge with mental anxiety. You are exhausting your physical vessel. You are draining your life force energy, the very energy you need to anchor the light codes of your true cosmic mission. Your mission on this planet requires you to be fully resourced. The dark forces that have controlled the financial systems of this world for millennia know exactly who you are. They know you are a starseed. They know that if you ever realize your true power, if you ever step out of the frequency of survival and into the frequency of overflowing abundance, you will become an unstoppable force for light. You will fund the new earth. You will build the healing centers. You will support your community. You will create art, technology, and systems that liberate humanity. Therefore, the Matrix relies on keeping you trapped in the illusion of lack. It relies on keeping your nervous system in a constant state of fight or flight about money. Because a starseed who is panicking about paying rent is a starseed who is too tired to remember their cosmic power. You are being called right now to step completely out of the matrix of lack. The ARCTURIANS are holding a protective frequency around you, giving you the energetic support needed to finally let go of the edge of the cliff you have been clinging to. The fact that you are still listening, that you have not run back to the familiar comfort of your anxiety, proves that your DNA is already responding to this transmission. You are ready to dismantle the architecture of poverty that has been built inside your mind. The ARCTURIANS do not deal in temporary motivation. We deal in cellular reconstruction. You are entering the second phase of this deep ancestral clearing, and we must now address the physical vessel. To rewire your nervous system, you must first understand exactly how the Matrix has hijacked your biological body. When you worry about money, your brain sends a primal signal of imminent death to your cells. Your ancestors literally died from a lack of resources. So when your bank account is low, your biological vessel reacts exactly as if a predator is chasing you through the dark. Your cortisol spikes, your vision narrows, your breathing becomes shallow, and your heart races. In this state of profound biological terror, it is physically impossible to connect with your higher self. It is completely impossible to download the divine ideas, the sudden inspirations, and the cosmic synchronicities that lead to true, effortless wealth. The Matrix deeply desires you to remain in this state. A terrified starseed is a powerless starseed. A starseed consumed by paying the electric bill cannot focus on shifting the planetary consciousness. But you have the power to manually override this biological hijacking right now. The ARCTURIANS are offering you a specific frequency to anchor into your daily existence. It begins with the physical body, but it goes far deeper than mere flesh. It is the conscious drawing of plasma light into your root energy center. Every single time the money panic rises, every time your throat tightens with fear about tomorrow, I need you to place your hand directly over your stomach. Feel the physical knot of fear. Do not judge it. Do not fight it. Greet it as you would an exhausted, frightened child. Speak directly to your body. Say aloud, "The famine is over. The war is over. I am the cycle breaker, and we are safe now." You must become the loving, immovable parent to your own traumatized nervous system. As you do this, visualize a brilliant, sapphire blue light descending from the Arcturian star system, entering the crown of your head and flowing straight down into the base of your spine. This blue light is not a metaphor. It is a highly advanced energetic technology. It is a dissolving frequency. It specifically targets the dense, heavy, sticky tar of ancestral fear and shatters it into dust. This is exactly why you have never been able to tolerate a normal life. This is why sitting in a traditional job, trading the precious, irreplaceable hours of your incarnation for a paycheck that barely covers your basic existence, feels like a literal death to your soul. You are not lazy. You are not broken. You are not a failure at being human. You are simply completely incompatible with a slave system. You were born with a multi-dimensional memory of a star system where energy is freely exchanged, where profound creativity is the highest currency, and where survival is a guaranteed right, not a desperate fight. Being forced to pay for your basic right to exist on this planet is a deep, unacknowledged trauma for every starseed. The Arcturian Council sees this trauma. We recognize the profound, silent grief you carry every single day just from having to participate in this heavy, artificial financial game. You must commit to this new practice of cellular safety. You must be far more devoted to your energetic clearing than you are to your financial panic. The dying matrix will constantly try to pull you back. It will show you a high bill, an unexpected expense, a moment of absolute zero balance, and it will scream at you to panic. That is the final test. That is the exact moment you must look at the illusion, hold your center, and declare that you no longer serve the frequency of fear. This profound level of emotional and energetic mastery requires pure guidance. It requires the precise codes to unlock the dormant power hidden within your very DNA. And this is exactly why the 22 Arcturian codes to awaken your cosmic mission can guide you in this awakening. This book gathers 22 Arcturian activation codes that help release old patterns, awaken your multidimensional consciousness, and align you with your soul's purpose on the new earth. More than a book, it is a spiritual transmission for those who feel they came to the world with a greater mission. You will find the gateway to this transmission in the pinned comment. You do not have to walk through this intense recalibration alone in the dark. The tools have already been given to you. You simply have to reach out, claim them, and activate your birthright. Let us journey deeper into the mechanics of your wealth DNA. You must understand that true abundance is not paper money. Paper money is a highly manipulated, dense, three-dimensional reflection of energy. True abundance is a pure frequency. It is the frequency of source energy, which is infinite, constantly expanding, and completely neutral. Money itself has no agenda. It is not evil. It is not dirty. It is an amplifier of the heart that holds it. If you give wealth to a sleeping, fearful human, they will use it to build walls, hoard resources, and create more separation. But if you place massive wealth into the hands of a fully awakened starseed, they will use it to heal the planet. They will build the sanctuaries, fund the new Earth systems, and liberate their communities. The universe desperately wants to flood your reality with money. The Arcturians are working constantly behind the veil to orchestrate massive financial windfalls, sudden cosmic opportunities, and unexpected streams of income into your life. But we cannot force a high frequency through a low-frequency receiver. If your physical vessel is clogged with the deep-seated belief that you are unworthy, that money corrupts, or that you must suffer endlessly to be holy, the universe simply cannot deliver the funds. The energy of wealth bounces off your aura like water hitting a concrete wall. You must become a soft, open sponge for the divine flow. And to do this, you must profoundly forgive yourself for every past financial mistake you have ever made. All the times you made choices out of fear. All the times you gave your sacred power away to employers who drained your light. All the times you severely undercharged for your cosmic gifts because you felt small and unworthy. I want you to gather all of those heavy memories right now. Bring them to the surface. Look at that past version of yourself. That version of you was operating under a deep, suffocating ancestral spell. They were doing the absolute best they could with a severely compromised nervous system. Send that version of yourself pure, unconditional Arcturian love. The intense shame you carry about your financial past is one of the heaviest blocks in your entire energy field. Drop it today. Drop it right now. It is dead weight, and you absolutely cannot carry it with you into the new earth. As you release this shame, a massive energetic vacuum is created within your field. The universe completely abhors a vacuum. When you empty out the panic, the shame, and the ancestral terror, pure light must rush in to fill the space. That is when the true miracles begin to manifest. As the vacuum opens within your energetic field, as the heavy, suffocating ancestral shame dissolves into the ether, you will enter a phase that terrifies the human mind. You will enter the void. The void is the sacred space between the collapse of your old financial matrix and the physical manifestation of your new cosmic wealth. It is the waiting room of the universe. And it is right here, in this exact silent space, that 99% of starseeds fail the initiation. They feel the emptiness, the lack of immediate physical evidence, and their nervous system violently rebels. They panic. They rush back to the old, familiar struggle because even though the struggle was painful, it was predictable. It was a prison, but they knew the exact dimensions of the cell. I am speaking directly to your soul right now to prevent you from making this critical error. When you stand in the void and your physical reality has not yet caught up to your new energetic frequency, you must hold the line. You must become completely immovable. The ARCTURIANS are watching you in this phase. The entire Galactic Federation is witnessing your mastery. This is the moment you must trust the unseen architecture of the universe more than you trust the numbers on a screen. The Matrix will tempt you. It will send a sudden emergency, a loud distraction, or a well-meaning person who projects their own deep financial terror onto you. They will tell you to be realistic. They will tell you to lower your expectations, to get a normal job, to stop dreaming, and to prepare for the worst. You must fiercely protect your new frequency from these projections. You are no longer operating under the laws of linear, three-dimensional survival. You have stepped into the realm of quantum wealth. Quantum wealth does not follow the logical, step-by-step rules of the old matrix. It does not require you to bleed for every single dollar. It is the sudden, miraculous collapse of time and space to deliver exactly what you need, exactly when you need it, and always in overflowing abundance. But to receive quantum wealth, you must completely surrender the how. Your human mind, traumatized by years of lack, desperately wants to control the precise mechanism of delivery. You want to know exactly where the money will come from, who will bring it, and on what day it will arrive. This desperate need to control the timeline is the very thing that chokes the divine supply. You are trying to force a vast, multi-dimensional ocean through a tiny, restricted garden hose. Let go of the how. That is not your job. Your only job is to rigorously maintain the frequency of having, the frequency of deep, unwavering safety. When you walk through the grocery store, stop looking at the prices with a contracted heart. Even if your physical bank account is currently low, walk through those aisles with the energetic posture of a king, of a queen, of a fully resourced cosmic being. Feel the abundance of the food, the colors, the choices. Vibrate with gratitude for the infinite supply of the earth. The universe does not respond to your bank balance. The universe responds exclusively to your vibration. If you vibrate at the frequency of terror, the universe will flawlessly deliver more circumstances to terrify you. If you vibrate at the frequency of deep, unshakable safety, the universe must, by universal law, bend physical reality to match that safety. You are also carrying a deeply buried, secret fear about what will happen when you actually become wealthy. You have been hiding. For lifetimes, starseeds who held power, who stood out, who channeled massive resources, were hunted, persecuted, and destroyed. Your soul remembers the burning times. Your cellular memory holds the ancient trauma of being visible and powerful. So, on a completely subconscious level, you keep yourself broke to keep yourself safe. You believe that if you remain small, if you remain struggling, the dark forces will not notice you. This is the most dangerous illusion of all. Your poverty does not protect you. It only weakens you. It keeps you exactly where the Matrix wants you, completely ineffective and constantly exhausted. The old timelines of persecution are dead. They have collapsed entirely. You are living in a brand new energetic era. It is safe for you to be wealthy now. It is safe for you to be wildly, unbelievably resourced. It is safe for you to hold massive power. The world is desperate for you to hold that power, because when a starseed is funded, the healing of the entire planet accelerates exponentially. Right now, the Arcturian Council is deploying a platinum shield around your auric field. This shield is designed to bounce back the dense projections of poverty consciousness from the collective. You might suddenly feel extremely tired in the middle of the day. This sudden fatigue is your physical vessel integrating the sheer voltage of this quantum wealth upgrade. Do not fight the rest. Your DNA is literally reorganizing itself while you sleep, weaving new neural pathways that can sustain massive amounts of cosmic currency. The Arcturians are sending you subtle but undeniable signs that your reality is shifting right now. You are seeing repeating numbers, experiencing bizarre synchronicities regarding money, receiving sudden unexpected discounts, or finding coins in unusual places. These are not coincidences. These are the preliminary ripples of a massive financial wave heading directly toward your shore. They are the universe winking at you, confirming that the new codes have been accepted and are currently rendering into physical form. You must acknowledge these signs. You must say thank you out loud to the universe every single time evidence of abundance crosses your path, no matter how small. A found penny holds the exact same energetic frequency as $1 million. It is all energy. By celebrating the small manifestations, you widen the internal channel for the massive, life-altering windfalls. You are undergoing a profound metamorphosis, from a terrified victim of the financial matrix into a sovereign, multi-dimensional creator of wealth. But the final phase of this transformation is the most crucial of all. It requires a specific, active integration to completely seal your energy field so that no entity, no system, and no ancestral ghost can ever drain your life force again. You have reached the final threshold of this transmission, and the fact that your physical vessel has remained anchored to these words proves that your soul has fully accepted the new architectural blueprint for your reality. You are now ready for the final activation, the sealing of your energetic field, and the installation of the daily ARCTURIAN protocol that will ensure you never slide backward into the suffocating grip of the old financial matrix. Listen closely, because this is the exact point where many awakened beings falter. They do the deep emotional clearing. They release the heavy ancestral trauma, and they even begin to attract massive waves of cosmic wealth. But because they do not seal their auric field, the dying matrix immediately senses their new, radiant light and attempts to siphon it away. The matrix will send energetic vampires, sudden bizarre emergencies, or old toxic relationships back into your life simply to drain the new currency you have just acquired. We will not allow that to happen to you. The Arcturian Council is now offering you the sovereign seal of protection. To lock in your new financial timeline, you must consciously command your energy field to become a closed, self-sustaining circuit of absolute abundance. From this moment forward, your life force is no longer available for energetic harvest by the fear-based systems of this planet. Every single morning, before you look at a screen, before you check a bank balance, and before you allow the dense three-dimensional world to dictate your emotional state, you must execute the Arcturian Dawn Protocol. The moment you open your eyes, you are at your most energetically vulnerable. The Matrix immediately tries to rush in and remind you of your bills, your debts, and your earthly problems. You must intercept that attack instantly. As you lie in your bed, place both hands over your heart center. Command your field to expand. Visualize a brilliant, impenetrable golden sphere of plasma light enclosing your entire body, your home, and all of your resources. Speak this declaration aloud into the quantum field. I am the sole architect of my reality. My energy field is sealed to the frequency of supreme cosmic wealth. Nothing enters my reality unless it matches the vibration of infinite abundance. By speaking these words, you are legally and energetically revoking all past contracts, all vows of poverty from previous incarnations, and all subconscious agreements you made to suffer for the sake of spiritual growth. You are drawing a hard, undeniable line in the sand of the cosmos. You must also radically shift how you interact with the concept of debt and earthly expenses. The old matrix taught you to feel profound shame and terror when paying a bill or looking at a negative balance. You must realize that the numbers on a screen are simply ghosts of past decisions. They are not your future. When you transfer money to pay a debt, do not do it with a trembling hand and a contracted heart. Do it with the absolute authority of a sovereign being. Bless the money as it leaves your account. Command it to go out into the world, to nourish others, and to return to you multiplied 1,000 times over. Change the frequency of your transactions from fear to supreme confidence. The universe watches how you handle the energy of money, and when you handle it with complete trust, the universe immediately sends you more. We see the exhaustion in your eyes. We know you are tired of fighting the invisible battle for survival, but you must understand that this battle is already over. The war for your nervous system has been won the moment you decided to step out of the ancestral fear and into your cosmic inheritance. The only thing left for you to do is to stabilize this new frequency until it becomes your permanent baseline. You are being called to lead, to build, and to be a living, breathing demonstration of what is possible when a starseed is fully funded by the divine. But you cannot build the new Earth if you are constantly second-guessing your own power. You need the exact energetic coordinates to maintain this profound level of mastery, to keep your field sealed, and to continuously draw down the highest frequencies of galactic wealth. This is exactly why the 22 Arcturian codes to awaken your cosmic mission can guide you in this awakening. This book gathers 22 Arcturian activation codes that help release old patterns, awaken your multidimensional consciousness, and align you with your soul's purpose on the new Earth. More than a book, it is a spiritual transmission for those who feel they came to the world with a greater mission. You will find the gateway to this profound resource in the pinned comment below. Do not ignore the nudge of your soul. If your body is reacting to these words, if you feel a strange, exciting lightness in your chest where the heavy panic used to live, that is your higher self screaming at you to take the tools being offered. Claim your codes. As we close this transmission, I need you to anchor this frequency deeply into the physical plane right now. Do not just let this be another video you consume and forget. Energy requires a physical action to lock into reality. I am asking you to leave your energetic signature in the collective field of this channel. Go to the comments right now and declare your freedom. Type the words, "I break the ancestral chain and claim my cosmic wealth now." When you write this, you are not just leaving a comment. You are casting a spell of liberation. You are showing the universe, the Arcturian Council, and the dying matrix that you have officially changed your address. Read the declarations of the other starseeds below you. Reply to them. Send them an energetic wave of absolute abundance. When starseeds unite their intentions in one focused space, the manifestation power generated is enough to shatter timelines. If you felt the heavy, suffocating panic leave your body during this transmission, hit the like button. Let that action be the physical confirmation that your DNA has been upgraded. And if you are truly ready to stop playing small, if you are ready to accept your divine mission and the massive wealth required to fund it, subscribe to this frequency. Stay tethered to the galactic signal. We are always watching. We are always guiding. You are infinitely protected, profoundly loved, and entirely resourced. The old matrix is dead. Step into the light of your new reality. We will speak again soon.